Welcome to our inspiring journey to discover Chinese wisdom lessons that change our outlook on life. In this video, we will dive together into the depths of the ideas that build our personalities and shape our future. We invite you to interact with us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to share your opinions and experiences in the comments. Let's create together a community vibrant with inspiration and change. Forgiveness is not weakness, but rather the wisdom to free oneself from the past. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and waiting for someone else to die. The river does not retain the stone that once disturbed its flow. Letting go does not mean losing, but making room for something better. He who refuses to forgive is forever bound by those who wronged him. Even the great oak tree sheds its dead leaves so that new ones can grow. A heart that holds hatred is like a bird that refuses to fly. A king without wisdom is a shepherd who leads his flock into the mouths of wolves. Lead with wisdom, not fear, for fear creates slaves, not followers. A boat with too many captains will never reach shore. Whoever demands loyalty without deserving it will find himself alone. A leader who silences his people is like a farmer who cuts his crops before they grow. A lion that roars a lot scares even its cubs. A leader who listens is wiser than one who speaks. The fire of anger only burns those who carry it. A snake sheds its skin, but never its nature. Be mindful of those who have wronged you before. The hand that feeds the ungrateful dog will one day be bitten. Not every smiling face is a friend, and not every enemy bares his teeth. A candle may light the way for others, but it can still be blown out by the same wind it warmed. The man who drinks from your cup may one day poison it. Betrayal does not come from strangers, but from those you once called family. The deepest wounds are not made by swords, but by whispered lies. A tree does not fall from the weight of a single axe stroke, but from the countless unnoticed cuts. Trust is like a paper, once crumpled, it can never be perfectly smooth again. He who forgives but does not learn is like a deer who returns to the hunter. Gold does not become pure until it is saved from fire. Bamboo bends in the wind but never breaks. The tiger does not roar when it is hungry, but rather hunts in silence. Pain is the teacher that no human being wishes to find, but that every human being needs. A man who trusts without wisdom walks blindfolded into a pit. The deepest wound is made by the knife of a trusted hand. A key given to the wrong hands can lock you in instead of letting you out. Trust is like glass, strong but never the same once broken. Do not trust words spoken in the heat of joy or anger, both are unreliable. The well that once gave water can still dry up, choose whom you rely on wisely. If a snake bites you once, do not put your hand in its mouth again. A man who trusts everyone is as foolish as one who trusts no one. When a dog bites once, it is the dog's fault, when it bites twice, it is yours. Human being needs. A house built without love is colder than the wind outside. Two people rowing in different directions will never reach the same shore. If you want warmth, do not embrace a stone. The tree that gives too much shade may never feel the sun. Friendship is like a garden, if you neglect it, weeds will take its place. A heart that gives too much without return will one day have nothing left. Love is not how tightly you hold, but how freely you let be. Do not build a home in someone's heart if you plan to leave. When people do you wrong, let time be your revenge. He who cannot apologize is he who remains young. He who builds his happiness on the suffering of others is like a man standing on thin ice. True wisdom is knowing when to speak and when to be silent. If two friends quarrel, do not judge them, because you risk losing one of them, but if two enemies quarrel, judge justly, and you may win one of them. Opening a store is easy, but keeping it open is a true art. You cannot prevent the birds of sadness from flying over your head, but you can prevent them from nesting in your mind. Water from afar will not put out a nearby fire. Ease your worries by letting them seep out like water from a hole in a pocket. Thank you for listening to these lessons. If this wisdom inspired you and you want more inspiring ideas, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share with us your comments about the lesson that helped you the most, and what is your experience in your life. Interact with us, your opinions are the pulse of our journey towards wisdom and growth. Let's advance our thinking together and build a tactically inspired community for the better.